Hi, I'm Rip Ensign from TechCrunch. I'm here with Bastian and Sean, the co-founders of Postmates. For readers who may not be familiar with Postmates, these guys were a Disrupt Battlefield contestant at Disrupt in San Francisco. And they are known as the, let's say, the Uber of messengers.
Uber for courier services, yeah.
Uber for courier services, thank you. And I'd love it if you guys would kind of, give us a little bit of background on what you guys are doing, what this cool mobile app that you're going to show us here today is all about.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Rip. So Postmates, at its core, it matches the downtime of bike messengers and couriers in a city with everyone who needs to ship anything, from a birthday card to a fridge. And we do that because there is no easy way to ship physical goods locally. There is no FedEx or UPS-like infrastructure in place to move these things within a city. And it's a huge pain point for many people. Think about the situations you've been in yourself, furnitures you buy, you got to rent a friend's truck. If you're a retail store, you want to offer this great service to your customers, but there is really no way to do that. Retail stores spend an average of 15 hours a month on fulfilling shipping requests, and we think that's a huge problem. They should concentrate on selling items and not on fulfilling deliveries.
So you guys are obviously familiar with Zarly. Is that the kind of, the difference that you guys would see there, is that this is really for brick and mortar stores and is that the kind of main use case is with them, or is this with really just any person, any average Joe like myself could just, pick this up, use it to ship their packages? And it is only within a city, right? And this isn't transcontinental or there's nothing.
Not yet. So the guys from FedEx don't need to be scared just yet.
Right.
No, we're concentrating on businesses. It is designed to be a solution for every business. We don't target occasional shipper, the end user directly. Mm-hmm. But you can download the app and you can use it yourself. But it's not our primary focus. We're really building a service and infrastructure that a business can use to outsource the deliveries they have in a city. Excellent.
Can we take a look at the demo? Love to see it in action.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
Let's have a look. So we have the app open here. It's a very simple interface. We save it with 3 tabs. Everyone should be able to fulfill a shipment. So let's just assume we're in a store here. You click on the contacts and you have a list of contacts already pre-filled. Why don't we choose funky furniture? In our example here, let's just say we just bought a chair, and we want to have this shipped here to the TechCrunch office. So you pick a pickup. Next thing is a drop-off location. In our case, it's Postmates. In our case, it's TechCrunch headquarters. And as we can see on the map, we have 2 dots here. We have a route. And we see a bunch of available couriers. So all these icons, bike messengers, car couriers, are couriers that are available on the platform right now. You can enter a description. Let's just put in here a chair for demo purposes. And I could include a picture, but we don't have really a chair here, so we just spare that for now. All that's left to do is click the next button here. We see a screen coming up that gives the user or the store an estimated fee. So that's the price of the delivery. Mm-hmm. We start with a $15 flat rate in San Francisco. The idea here is that it's an attractive price point for a 2-hour delivery within a city, but it won't be our own price, our only pricing going forward. We will have varieties of pricings in the future.
And I promised I wouldn't interrupt you, but what's going to be the ceiling kind of on in terms of price?
So you look at a combination of item size and time, and you can imagine right now we can deliver items that one person can carry. So we have bikes and trucks, and in the future we will have vans on the platform. So that involves 2 people or personnel to transport that item, and accordingly the price per delivery will be higher then.
Okay, and it's just available in San Francisco?
Right now we're just available in San Francisco, and we're actually launching next week in the first retail stores here in San Francisco that you can go to and try this out.
Okay, and now will bike messengers, will couriers also be using this app, or will they have something else that they'll be seeing?
They have an app that's a good question. They have an app that in our example, Sean here is a messenger, and he has a software that runs on an iPhone that we provision to these couriers and bike messengers. We have 30 of them in San Francisco right now. That gives us a coverage of between 15 and 25 at any given time when you book a shipment. And So we see the device that Sean has is the device we would give a courier.
Excellent. So kind of via GPS on the phone, couriers are projecting their location at all times,
Exactly.
so that you know where your package is and how close it is.
That's the beauty.
In real time.
That's the beauty. And if I go ahead and book this delivery, I can just show it to you on the screen.
Excellent.
So the next step here for the user is just to request a delivery. And you see a screen that says finding a Postmate for you. What happens now is that we ping available Postmates that are around you. Sean is a courier, and you hear the beeping in the background. That's Sean's alert.
That means it's working.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
And if Sean goes ahead and accepts the delivery, our screen here should change, and we should see his picture, and it says, Sean Plaice has accepted your delivery.
Looking good, Sean.
Looking good.
So this is my courier. This is Sean, my courier.
Sean is my designated courier.
We're going to view, and so then we can view status.
Absolutely. And now what we have here is a beautiful bar that shows you really in all details that you need to know, all the steps throughout the delivery process. And if Sean would start at the delivery, we see the screen changing in a second. It should give us an ETA, an estimated time of arrival. When Sean is here, we get a text message coming in.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And in the background, you see Sean should arrive in 2 minutes' time.
Awesome.
And now this screen would stay here. We can just play through the whole delivery process. Sure. Sean would knock on my door, and he would ask me to sign in for my item. And on the courier side, we have a little screen that lets you actually sign for your delivery with your signature. So the courier has a confirmation that the item has been picked up before he goes into the drop-off lag.
Very cool.
And if we play this through quickly, Sean, if you just start the delivery and then actually deliver the item, we see a rating screen coming here at the end of the delivery process. So it's transparent throughout, text alerts and visual alerts on the screen, so that everyone involved in the shipping process always knows where.
And the whole time you have the ability to call Sean while.
Absolutely.
I mean, is that really a good idea though? While Sean is on his bike, do I really want to be calling him?
It's actually not a big problem if you consider that's how they communicate already.
Right.
These
Because
guys
they're
are already using two-way radios.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, they can carry up to 3 devices at a time, depending on who they're working with. So calling them,
These guys
they're
are adapted
professionals.
to
That's what they do.
Of course. Yeah. Of course. Okay. Very cool.
And
what about payment, guys?
So we collect the payments from the customer. The person who initiates the delivery is the person who pays. And then we also make sure to transmit the funds to the couriers who handle that job. Okay. So we take care of all the payments in a nice, seamless manner. People don't have to worry about cash or credit cards and everything like that.
Very cool. I think that one question that the world has: are you guys disgruntled former FedEx employees? How did you? I mean, I'm curious how you guys kind of came to this. It's obviously kind of it's a niche industry, certainly one that is in serious need of disruption and some mobile technology, but new mobile technology. But how did you guys kind of come to this?
The idea results from an experience I had in the year 2006. At that time, I lived in Munich, and I was about to relocate to London. You know how it is. You have a van coming, so you put all your stuff in there. The van drives off, and you think, yeah, that's it. I'm ready. All I need is my little luggage, and I can go to the airport. So I went down to my basement, and I figured that I forgot my snowboard. So my snowboard was still standing there. And you wouldn't think that it's difficult to ship a snowboard, but it started. I called FedEx and UPS, and they would charge a fortune because it is too long on one side, so it's considered freight. And I think it was about 200 euros.
Customized box.
Absolutely.
To get insurance and everything. It's just so expensive.
So I started calling local couriers, and what I figured is that everyone has a different price. It was really a flaky experience. I never had the feeling that I want to trust one of them with that delivery. So I came up with the initial idea that why can't I give my snowboard to someone who goes to that destination already? So kind of like a marketplace, like a co-delivery almost, right? Like car sharing, but for stuff. And we thought about this for a while, and I could never quite figure it out, because if it's a crowdsourced marketplace, it's really hard to scale on both sides. Would someone really do something like that for $10? And then where's the pain point there? So,
did you hear that, Zarly?
I mean, they're doing a great job, right? Yeah, I mean, I think it's an amazing product for that purpose. And so what we did, we said, what, the technology is here. We can get these devices. They're relatively inexpensive now, or everyone is carrying one already. And that's exactly the missing link. So rather than making a million new couriers. Why don't we help the guys who already do that job do their job better and more efficient? Because they know what it means to work for $10, $15 per delivery. It's what they do every day already. But if they could have the same technology as FedEx, that would really help them, and that would put in place a local FedEx-like infrastructure, and that's what we do.
And have you guys kind of gotten a sense of what this is going to mean to those kind of local businesses and to the bike messengers? I mean, kind of how much time or expense this is kind of cutting out of their traditional lives?
Yeah, I mean, I can share some interesting facts with you guys. So we have right now the average delivery time on our platform is 37 minutes. Mm-hmm. The average distance between a delivery is 2 miles in San Francisco right now. Mm-hmm. And if you are a courier on our platform, and if you do 5 jobs a day, that's an additional $20,000 in annual income for you, which is huge for a courier or a bike messenger, because their normal annual income is somewhere between $25,000 to $40,000 US dollars.
Very interesting. And I know you guys also have a little bit of news to share in terms of what kind of local businesses you've begun working with. Can you give us a little snapshot?
Sure. So we signed up over 50 of them in San Francisco.
Cool.
And we're starting with the first couple of them next week. So next week we will have devices in stores like Anthony's Cookies, Mission Bicycles, Stuff, Stonehouse Olive, Room Service, Elsa Tire, it's a tailor. So a huge variety of stores. The first 8 or 10 go live next week, and then we get the other one live shortly after that.
What about, guys, have you gotten a sense, are bike messengers and couriers working kind of exclusively with iPhone or Android too? Or are you guys available on both?
So we all had previous iOS experience, so that's why we started with the iPhone.
Gotcha.
We had to start somewhere. And when we started in April, we were a team of 3, we're now 8. So you have to focus on one thing and do one thing good. That's what we believe in. Mm-hmm. So that's why we started on the iOS platform, but we have plans for Android early next year.
Awesome. Well, thank you, guys. It's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I can't wait to use it. And by the way, when's it available? When can
we hope in the next 2 weeks. So we're a little behind on that one, but we're working hard.
You're working with Apple.
Yes. We talk to them every day, and no, just kidding.
Steve Jobs is.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're doing is, it's not a website launch. We're launching a service that actually moves physical goods. So there's a little more to it than just making sure that your app works and runs. So, we want to be really certain that when we put this out there, things work really well. It's, we're not doing page views, we're moving items.
Yeah, are you guys going to have a kind of a web interface at all to go with this, or is
there will be one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And going live at the same time.
Hopefully.
Awesome. Well, that was great, guys. Thank you very much for showing this to us. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Rip.
Thank you.